Hi guys, welcome back. Sorry, my voice. So you really are, I think you might be going through I heard solar plexus upgrade as well as like a throat chakra upgrade. In general. And whenever I like catch a cold or whatever, I always say, I'm going through an upgrade. So it's like really your body recalibrating, right? But as well as I've had, I think it's Jessie Murphy that sings it. And she says, baby, while you're at it, why don't you rip this damn heart out my chest? So I'm feeling like a parallel ache in a sense, kind of like, there's two people both feeling the pain of separation, right? But they're kind of from different spectrums, right? One is feeling the pain of playing games, like the pain of recognizing like the consequence of their actions, right? Like recognizing that they could have done things differently, like came at you honestly, right? I feel like this is an energy opposite of you. And then I feel like your ache is like, I keep hearing double-sided ache. Like it's both sides are aching, but in their own ways, right? From the situation, because it wasn't like healing. It was more hurt than healing. But we'll see what the cards want to say. But that's what I was picking up, is like this ache. And someone's like feeling guilty or whatever for things not said, for things that were said as well. And then the other one, like the ache of feeling like you were never enough, or feeling like, like this person really activated some childhood wounds in you, and really pulled them to the forefront. 222 on the timer. And it was really, this situation was really keeping you in this stuck energy where you weren't creating or birthing anew, where you were participating in a lot of self-hate or right? You weren't like cultivating your creativity. You weren't grounded. You weren't working from your heart. And you were really like holding on to everything, like the 4 and 5 of Pentacles, like not recognizing like you have the power to step into the light, pick up that key, unlock this door, right? To true wealth, right? Which is like mastering your mind, body, and soul, right? Yeah, that's what I'm feeling like. And yeah, like this, and it was keeping you from taking this fool's journey, right? This self-love journey, which you've been called to come on, to embark on for a very long time. 3:33 on the timer. But yeah, you've been called to like confidently let spirit lead you into this speaking journey, something where you're like sharing your experiences with others and really helping people work through them. Yeah, man, and this energy was just really keeping you from yourself, was keeping you from seeing your self-worth, keeping you in an unbalanced way to where you were like in a lack mindset, continuously thinking like you could never do enough, you could never be enough. And so I feel like you're feeling the ache of doing what's best for you, right? As well as feeling the ache of letting go of what you thought this person was, this relationship was. It was 4:302 on the timer when I said that. Yeah, and letting go of the idea that they were going to save you from yourself, or save you, 4:44 on the timer, save you from having to heal yourself, and you were just stuck in this endless ungrounded place of not recognizing your worth and always paying attention to the cups that were spilled on what you've lost rather than like the light within you. And I think you're you are becoming something wonderful. Like you are becoming who you want to be. It's just really recognizing that you are this light in your life and that you have the capacity to balance these emotional states. Really, the triangle always gives me mind, body, and soul. So you are being called to go on this new journey of like aligning your mind, body, and soul. You know, incorporating new diets, incorporating new routines that keep you healthy, that keep you feeling aligned, right? And so I think you're being called to let go, replace, right? Switch. If you let go of something, replace it with like something else. Maybe you start walking, maybe you start running. Like if, for example, you were smoking cigarettes, right? And every time you get the want to smoke a cigarette, how about you go sit with your thoughts for 2 minutes, right? And you make sure your thoughts are like, uplifting, like the pros of quitting smoking, right? Planting seeds of alignment, of positivity, of like really like, this is what I want. These are the reasons I want it, right? You are placing building blocks towards this goal by like switching out the bad for the good, right? Just like, it's going to take a lot of burden off your back to like really, give up these things that are slowly killing you and taking you off your own pedestal is what I heard. And really like cultivating this grounded creative energy as well as why do I keep saying that? As well as recognizing you have the whole world in your hands via prayer, right? We can always like ask our guides to help us through something, ask our guides to take something that's heavy. Without avoiding the fact that it's heavy and that we need to feel it, right? We can say like, this is heavy, help me. 717 has always been a number for me, so maybe you too. But yeah, see, you're being called to let go of something. Make a decision in regards to something that's holding you from transforming. It's time to let this death and rebirth happen and bring a new way of being, right? And I heard you are gonna be rewarded, I heard generously, and you're not gonna have to stand guard, I heard, against concealment, against lies, against like people trying to steal your confidence or make you feel low or keep you in anxiety, right? You're learning to cut off these things that keep you from your creative flow, right? You're learning to walk away from things that set your emotions on fire. See how this is a cup, right? Or people that want to rush you or make you feel, I heard, invalidated, but unbalanced, chaotic. People that are trying to take you away from this stoicism or knock you off your pedestal, right? They're trying to make you feel like you're not transformative, like you're not wise. See how there's this owl. They're really trying to, and I heard they're jealous of like your divine nature as well as your connection to the divine, the fact that you're so tapped in, because like you continue to, I heard, get little hints towards the journey you're meant to be on, right? And they feel like they are disconnected from these hints, but that's because they stopped listening, right? Because it's not societally acceptable to listen to, you know what I mean? To be like, oh yeah, no, I'm led by spirit. You know what I mean? That scares people most of the time. They're like, what? So you're really, I heard, mastering your emotions as well as like learning how to like create alignment with your hands. So you may be being called to like create this alignment, right? Go over all of your chakras with your hands, each one of them, and imagine them becoming full, as well as like glowing and vibrantly like spinning and becoming balanced, right? And do that over all of your chakras, right? As well as like create an auric shield around you with your hands. Like you really have the power to create this wealth, right? True wealth is health, right? It is, yeah, and you have that in your hands. You have that power in your hands. right? And I heard no one's going to thwart your plans. Oh, snap. Oh, it is still. Okay. No one's going to thwart your plans or take you from this. But that doesn't stop them from trying, right? But you have this generational wealth is what I heard. You have this like divine relationship with yourself. Like you're really balancing both worlds is what I heard, spiritual and material. And really like, you hear my cat out there? He's my adopted outside cat. His name's Midnight. But yeah, you really are cultivating this divine connection with self. I can feel it. And in that takes like letting go of things that aren't good for you. And I know that there's an ache from that. I mean, it could be reversed or flipped, whatever. It could be either one, I guess. I was going to say, I guess I don't want to talk to you. But yeah, you're taking this healing in your hands, like really recognizing you have the power to embody your light and dark, right? But you rule both of these horses, or you've mastered these horses. 11:11 on the timer. And now like you're moving forward in your healing, in your journey, in your purpose, right? And your purpose is you. It's loving you. It's embodying your authentic true self. It was 11:22 on the timer when I said that. Okay, so let's grab an oracle. I wonder if and see. Oh, that's not the Chariot, but that's what I saw instantly was the Chariot for some reason. But chest, mercy, abundance, gratitude, big ideas, right? You're meant to step into this embodiment of big ideas, right? See, and we have the Magician, like really owning your magic, divine mind, intention. Like really beginning each day with intention and really like becoming the intention, becoming the prayer in your life, right? Severity, right? And that's, I've already got the like cutting off, like you cutting off anything that doesn't serve you, right? And that's getting in the way of your passion. See how she's like wielding this sword? She's wielding it wisely, right? 12:12 on the timer. Might, discipline, karma. And I really do feel like this, I think it's a Capricorn full moon, is pushing us into a more disciplined state to where we're choosing what's good for us, what we know our bodies actually truly want and need, and making that choice again and again, like choosing ourselves over and over again. Yeah, because that's going to bring us true happiness, hope, inspiration, dreams, really following our passions, really feeling hopeful for what is to come, for the unknown, right? Not being scared of it any longer and not living in the fear of what will be, just knowing whatever will be is for your best interest, like it's for your highest timeline, because it's going to bring you there regardless. See, we've got Chokma, wisdom, inspiration, spark, divine, masculine, really taking this passionate new beginning and recognizing like it's in your hands. It's your fire to share with others. Hode, splendor, determination, communication, initiative. And I really feel like you are being initiated into a higher spiritual knowledge, right? The sun, purpose, vision, self-mastery. I've been feeling that energy too, like really mastering ourselves, really letting go of lower energies. 313. 1333. And the tower, really recognizing like we have to bring the tower down on these harmful energies or things that are keeping us from attachments, right? That are not good for us, right? Understanding, silence, awareness, divine feminine. So we have both divine feminine and masculine. That's balancing both, right? Recognizing like we have the power to bring this, I heard clarity, these breakthroughs, this new beginning to form, to become. And then the last one is the personality triangle. Personality, nature, mindfulness. Really mastering our minds, right? Okay. So, we will take what popped out. You've got super sneaky. Someone can't be trusted. And on the back it says power hungry, greedy mofo. So you know who this is in regards to. And I think this is the energy that you are, you had to step away from, or you're being called to step away from this energy, right? Because they want to keep you small because they feel small, right? So it's important to send this energy love because, They're kind of trapped themselves. So that's why they kind of try and trap other people. So make sure to send them love. And they don't really recognize, like, what you do comes back to you. But they're gonna learn today. Or maybe not today, but soon. Right? Heart master, I feel like this is your energy, right? Your mind and heart work together, or that's what your end goal is mastering your mind, body, soul, right? New beginning, be open to it. Know that you are worthy of it as well, right? Keep going and growing. You are glowing. Be still and appreciate each day. Put those gratitude pants, Urkel style, all the way up, right? Stop letting your emotions run you and ruin your day. Choose to be happy. We always have a choice. What are you choosing? 22, a symbol of strength, balance, and harmony associated with spiritual growth, intuition, and leadership. And I really feel like you are being called to lead in love, regardless of what your position is in any place at all. Just be the leader you wish you had, right? Always. Cats meow, spirit speaking. How funny that there was a cat literally meowing in the beginning. I'm just saying. Are you listening to what your guys are trying to tell you? 16 on the timer, which is seems to be a big message of self-love, of learning to let yourself in, right? Learning yourself. Yeah, there's the reason it came out like that. Learning yourself, what your body wants, what it needs, right? And allowing yourself not to self-sabotage that, right? Because we're used to self-sabotage, but are we used to self-discipline, self-love, like truly holding ourselves the way we wish to be held? It's not super easy, but it's worth it. So let them go. They can't love you. Hashtag self-hate. So you are being called to let go of something. Yeah. Someone, I think specifically, who wants to love you, but they can't because they don't love themselves. Right? And their hearts are closed, right? To not just you, but life. 1717 on the timer. And on the back is believe in yourself, self-love. So I really believe that's what you're being called to do, is believe in yourself, believe that you're worthy of good things, believe that the world is working in your favor, not against you, right? Okay. Let's get some cosmic insights. Intuition. Yeah, the red flags you ignore will now come to, the red flags you ignore now will come back to bite you later. That's why this intuition, this whole last lesson that you had to learn, which we ain't ever done learning lessons. So don't get it twisted. Right? A guardian definitely brought you through that. You had a guardian angel, right? A lost loved one watches over you. I think many do, because I feel that in an energy. I too have many. You know, we all have many people that guide us. 1818. But you know what the red flags are. You've seen them. Always flipping everybody off, bro. And it's important not to ignore them, because then you can only blame yourself for the pain that you're feeling after the fact, because you know. You'll be knowing, bro. Yeah, you've got somebody that wants to be attached to you because you're spiritually wealthy. Gold digger. They want your money being used. They want what you provided for them, the distraction, so that they didn't have to look inward, right? They were riding your coattails, bro. But that's okay. It's a lesson not only for them, but you. Both of you, right? Okay, yes or no? Got it in mind? Okay, we've got no, feeling out of sync, not compatible with you. So you know who this is in regards to, who you're meant to let go of, right? The person that wants to love you but can't, right? And you know, yeah, you know, you be knowing. All right, guys. Do you want an angel question? We'll do an angel question, and then I will leave it there. You're ready. Perfect timing. You know what to let go of, and this is a perfect time. And the longer you put it off, the harder it's going to be. I hope this helps, guys.